original game, obviously, from the very end of the original chapter, actually.
Hi guys, I finally got my key. Oh, hello there. You've actually found it. I'm honestly surprised.
And he's got his key, which is what we do at the end of the chapter. And here we go, Chapter 2, Fun Fair. So that's the title. It takes place in a fun fair.
Oh, hey there, folks. I'm Bailey the Bee. Welcome to Fun Fair.
This is a new character. Obviously, we see her in the Christmas DLC. Little mini games. And this shot here is very sort of interesting, let's say.
Who was that pumpkin guy?
And there we go, that is Andy's Apple Farm Chapter 2. So guys, I want to go through that trailer with you guys and just sort of pick it apart piece by piece. That's basically the entire trailer, I think. I don't think there's anything more to it than that. So it's out this year, 2022, but no clear release date is given, so it's not gonna sort of release this month, probably. I'm guessing it probably comes out in the next couple of months. It's probably not gonna take, like, most of the year to make this chapter. So let's just go back through the trailer piece by piece and see what we can see. So obviously the trailer begins and we get to see the ending to Chapter 1. These are all the shots of the different characters and their sort of human forms. If you don't know the story of Andy's Apple Farm Chapter 1, it basically, if we dig into the subtext of it, into the lore, and all the secrets and the hidden stuff in the chapter, then we identify there was a family led by Thomas Eastwood, who was the game developer who developed this game, Andy's Apple Farm. Him and his family all died. We also had a character called Arthur, who was Thomas's friend. Him and his family all died. We also had a character called Arthur, who was Thomas's friend, who was killed by Thomas. And Thomas did this because he was possessed by this entity who inhabits a character called Peter Pumpkin in the game, which we'll see later. And then afterwards, all his family members who died were put into the game as these characters. So the characters in the game basically represent Thomas's family members. And we basically see this at the end of Chapter 1. Andy went into the barn to get his key, which he now has at the beginning of Chapter 2. And then they go to a fun fair. Now the key is going to probably factor into the story to obviously unlock some dark secrets from Andy's past and therefore from Thomas's past. If this is confusing you, by the way guys, just go and watch my story explain video. I'm very clear in that video and I sort of articulate myself a little bit better. There's actually two, because there's a Christmas DLC as well, and we got even more of the backstory of the Eastwoods in the Christmas DLC, so I'll link both those videos at the end of this one. But moving on through, we see that this chapter takes place in a fun fair, and it's actually called Fun Fair. That's the title of the chapter. We have a new character called Bailey the Bee. If we listen to Bailey the Bee's dialogue, it sounds as though she is someone who works at the fair.
Oh, hey there, folks. I'm Bailey the Bee. Welcome to Fun Fair.
And that's interesting because that means that she plays a big part in this story, yet she is just a worker at the fair. So we've got to start thinking, like, why does she play such a big part? Perhaps she actually introduced Thomas to the entity, or the person who knew about the entity to begin with. Perhaps she is the person that knew about the entity to begin with, who knows? But either way, her presence in this game suggests something happened at the fun fair. Perhaps she even dies at the fun fair in an accident or something. An accident that the entity was responsible for, perhaps even an accident that Thomas was responsible for. Perhaps this is where Thomas first met the entity, therefore this could be a prequel chapter, or maybe this is taking place after his son died, but I don't know if that would be the case. Basically, after Thomas's son Lewis died, there was a couple of month gap before the rest of the family died, and then after that, there was a couple of month gap before Thomas himself was killed. So there's kind of like a 6-month gap between where Lewis drowned in the lake and where Thomas ended up dying, and then they all ended up in the game. I don't know where this takes place on the timeline. I think it's a prequel though. I think this takes place before Lewis drowned, when perhaps Thomas first met the entity, and Bailey the Bee is going to be another character who ended up dying and therefore was transferred to the game, who now has their soul trapped inside this game. There's so many possibilities and questions surrounding this Bailey character, but I'm excited to find out a little bit more about her in Chapter 2 when it comes. We also see there are new mini-games, of course, as well. Now, I'm sure there's going to be more to these mini-games than just the fact that there's mini-games. Usually in these mini-games there's a hidden secret, which leads to cutscenes showing us more of the backstory of the Eastwood family. So I'm guessing during the course of this mini-game, and probably many other mini-games, we're going to see more story, going to get more lore, and it seems all these mini-games are going to be themed around stuff that you do in the fair, kind of like the grab a prize one you see here. Looking at how the characters present themselves on the Funfair map, it looks like this will play very much like Chapter 1. If you remember, in Chapter 1 there was a mini-game associated with each of the characters. I think in Chapter 2 each character is going to stand next to a Funfair attraction and ask to basically have a go on it, and then we have to play that Funfair attraction. So it's basically like Thomas and his family having a day out at the Funfair and the memories he associates with it.
The house behind me is known as the farmhouse. First and foremost,
the final point of interest in this chapter, we see Andy go inside a big top tent and he goes through a mirror maze, and in the last part of the shot we see that Andy, who obviously represents Thomas Eastwood, his reflection is of Peter the Pumpkin, who represents the dark entity. So this kind of just shows us once again that the dark entity manifested itself inside Thomas. This is probably how it began to influence him, through the mirrors perhaps. We're going to get an explanation as to probably how Thomas
Oh. I don't need that one. I do not need an iron ingot. I don't need any screws. And copper rotor.
anti-entity came into contact. That's what I'm hoping we get anyway from this chapter, because that's one of the biggest mysteries. We don't quite know how these two came into contact with each other at the very beginning, other than the entity started showing up to Thomas and like appearing to him and sort of haunting him in his day-to-day life, as we see in one of the cutscenes in the first chapter.
Who was that pumpkin guy?
We do hear Andy say who was that pumpkin guy as well, so that does suggest that this is going to be the origins of the entity and how Thomas first met him in the real world. With that said guys, that is the chapter 2 trailer for Andy's Apple Farm. That's about all I have to say about
chase first.
Oh, it showed up on my main thing. Finally, I got it
Milestone
unlocked.
reached. Steel production unlocked. Foundry grants access to new, simple steel parts. An additional project part can now be constructed. Progress to the next phase is now possible.
Something that could be simple to get in tier 3. That could be kind of simple. That one would be simple. Actually, coal power. Okay. Oh. Okay, let me see. Rotors. Let me see. Are there any in here? 3. Okay, I can definitely make some rotors. Yeah, some of these are just sitting here in storage. Probably make some reinforced plates as well. Might do that soon. Yeah! Not as much as I'll need, but still, it's a decent chunk. My heater needs to be turned off. I'll complete phase 2 when I get to it. That should be enough rotors. Once I get to 50 rotors, I'll switch over to making reinforced plates. Okay, so 10 more rotors. I'm only making this manually because my things don't make it my machines don't make it fast enough. The pod's coming back in 4 minutes, so... Okay, I should only need 50 more now. 50 more reinforced plates, so that means right when that thing lands, I can get it. Can't wait for dang coal power. If there's anyone watching, then just mentioning you're probably going to be coming in at the parts where I'm doing a lot of crafting. It should be over here. There it is. Don't expect it to be action-packed because it's not going to. This is a factory building game. It's not going to be action-packed. Probably no one watching at the moment. And I just about... Oh, come on. I'll take 10 more, but... Yeah, when that thing lands, I'll have everything ready to send it right back up again. And I have everything ready to send it right back up once it lands. It'll take 1 minute and 50 seconds, so... Yeah, we're gonna be waiting here for a second. If you're wondering, yes, and if anyone is here and is wondering, I am moving my stuff up onto that base area up there. I already have copper up and running. I'll run up there just to show you. If there is anyone. Probably no one, but... Doesn't hurt. I don't have stairs yet, so it's just using ladders. When I do get stairs, I'll probably make like some sort of spiral staircase type area right here. But yeah, over there is the mine, which goes into 4 furnaces, and those furnaces turn it into copper ingots. Those ingots go into those, which could turn into wires. As you can see, it's a little backed up on that side, but then it gets sent up here. It gets gathered by those two. Let me go a little bit further. It's gathered by those 2 cargo containers, so there's some in there. But then it gets sent up here, sent through these 3. And it becomes cables. I make sure that there's always an open slot, so that if I need to divert this to go to anywhere in the future, I can.
Milestone reached. Coal is an improved alternative power source to biomass and can be fully automated if provided water with the new pipeline buildings and power throughout the initial setup. Coal has been added to the resource scanner. Note: ensure the close proximity of water to the coal production line. Note: pumps will aid in vertical transport of fluids through pipes. Note: throughput and volume indicators are added to each pipe section automatically.
Yeah, as you can see, we just got coal. It's going to be... I'm thankful that we got coal because it's going to be way less annoying than doing biofuel all the time. I know where water is, so I'll be able to easily get that. Wait, is this right near water? It might not be, but if it is, then... Wait, why is this right near my copper? Yeah, there it is. It's over there to the right. I hate these things. Like, I'm just trying to get some coal. I have to constantly deal with these things chasing me. Where is it? Is it over there? Okay, we're not getting that until I get a jetpack. So where's the next closest one? Next closest one is over there. Oh shoot, I only have 2 of these left. Wow, this coal is far. Bet no one is watching, but if someone is, if someone's doing the chat, I cannot respond to it due to the fact that I cannot see it at the moment. I only have one monitor, so I'm only focusing on one thing. There it is.
Relaying message. Hello, this is Control Figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
That's what it is over there. Those things generate gas, I'm pretty sure, though. Oh, it moves. Hope there's at least some water near it. And it's up on top of there, of course it is. Is that another bacon plant? It is. Ow, I just want to get the dang Mercer sphere.
Harvest. advise you to harvest this specimen.
There's water right near it, so that's good. But it's all the way up there. You know what? Ow! God damn it. Are you serious? I'm just trying to get dang coal. I hate those things because I'm just trying to get some coal. But those things just have to get in my way. I have to get all my stuff while under the threat of being constantly under the threat of being killed by one of those. I can't even attack right now, so go frick away. Get through this shit. Are you serious? They're blocking my path. Back to my crate. We're gonna hate night. Ugh. Serious, more of these things. I do not have the time to deal with you. So go the frick away. Also don't have time to deal with the alien artifact. That's nuts. That sounded way weirder than I intended it to sound. I am never going down there without a jetpack. Not going down there without a jetpack. There's my ladder. Oh, there's a lot of quartz here. Nice. Let me get my attacking stuff first, you bastard. Ow. Die. Getting coal is going to be very annoying. And I came all this way only to realize, oh wait a minute, I don't have a miner. At least I can, does this take... Of course, it takes stuff I do not have at the moment. I don't know if anyone's watching this. Probably no one's watching this, but yeah. As if anyone is, I'm gonna say welcome. You're my first ever viewers that actually stayed. But yeah. Not only there's been one playback and 4 seconds of watch time. I don't think anyone's gonna be watching me. Now I have to deal with you, huh? You're way easier than the fire ones, because you just run around. Come on, turn towards me. Come on. What the frick? I don't think this is doing the correct thing. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't show the viewer, how many people are viewing. There's no one viewing, I'm guessing. Okay, time to get back to base. I can clearly tell where the base is because where is the... Ow! Oh, let me follow that. I was walking in the wrong direction. Another one. Okay, no, not again.
Ted,
What?
you still streaming?
Yes.
Oh, you
Yeah,
shouldn't be.
Why?
That was your death. Not really.
Lance,
Yeah.
are you still streaming?
Yes.
Hmm.
Well,
I just almost died.
Is there anyone even watching?
I don't know. It doesn't tell me.
What do you mean?
that sounds like
I'm looking at both the... It says 3... Wait, there's been 3 playbacks now. Average watch time is 1 second.
You sure that isn't you?
Average watch time is 1 second, so... I don't think it counts me because I've tested... Yeah, I think I tested that with just opening it up there. I don't think it counts me watching it.
okay. Well, do you want to stop the stream and join us on? We need to go deeper.
In a minute. Let me just do one thing.
I hope you know, Lance. I've literally stopped trusting your in a minutes. Like,
Well, I found the second power source, but the problem is I don't have the materials on me to start
The
it up.
baby? Oh,
Yeah, oh look, my power's out. Of course it is.
DJ, do you want to see the picture I've made so far? Like, it's not the best, but it's not that bad. What?
You know what, while
I'll
we're
look.
going...
Yeah, just a minute.
This is like Astroneer, but instead of plants, it's animals.
Straight up drawing it.
Yep, I did say I was drawing it.
Okay.
Every animal wants to kill me here, except for those birds.
Well, I'm in. We need to go deeper.
Okay, one moment.
I found 3 sources of water so far, only one of them is close to coal. And coal is for some reason the farthest resource, the farthest ever resource.
I hope you know this takes so much patience and I'm running out of it. Like, very quickly. Like, I'm...
Just get the solid biofuel and I'll be on this. I'll be on soon because this solid biofuel is annoying crap.
Okay.
I'll have coal power eventually, but it's not gonna be coming right now because that would take a bit longer to set up. Yeah, coal power is for some reason just insanely far.
Dang. Yeah.
Like, you don't understand. The closest
No, I
one,
do. I do. Trust
the
me, I
closest one was over 1,000 meters away,
do. Mm-hmm.
or whatever distance thing this uses. So annoying. There was quartz
Wait.
there, but I wasn't able to mine it because I forgot about it. But yeah, that should be enough biofuel. Okay, which one of these is out of fuel? Or is just half of my base offline? Okay, half of my base is just offline. I will give this one fuel though. Oh wait, I remember. Remember why that part's offline?
Man, I'm kind of craving tofu right now. Not even gonna lie. Just raw tofu.
Oh, and that's why this part's offline. It's not even connected to anything. That should turn. Yep, now that's online.
So, DJ? DJ?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that I'm not gonna partake in any of the streams.
What do you mean?
Well, I'd practically have to redo my entire personality
Oh,
if I wanted to, like, not get banned immediately. Like,
well, we practice before actually doing it.
well, no, the thing is, I don't want to have to redo my personality. Like, it's like you not cursing and then you having to curse